I'm always with you.
Hey guys, so this is a continuation of my Kingdom Hearts series and is for the character Axel. He is just an overall very badass character and is also a member of Organization 13. So getting into the makeup, I'm filling in my eyebrows with a black eyeshadow. And as you can see, the tail end of my brows are already blocked out using the glue stick method. I did this because I wanted them to look more similar to Axel's. I then applied an eye primer and then swept a neutral eyeshadow all the way from my lid to my brow. This will help blend the darker eyeshadows later on. Taking a cool brown eyeshadow on an angled brush, I'm beginning to map out where I want this cut crease to go. Also, I should probably preface that I don't know if this is how other people do cut creases, but this is how I like to do them. Now I'm taking a small blending brush and blending that out pretty messily. I don't really care where it goes, I just want to get some color spread about before I put down the black. Then using the same cool brown, I am repeating that step once more. This is going to help lay down enough product that the black will blend smoothly. Now that that brown is blended out, I am going in finally with black and doing the exact same thing. A lot of times. Like a lot. And then finally I got to this point where it started to resemble a cut crease, but not a good cut crease, like a really unblended one. So I took some concealer and started to carve out the bottom of it just so I could get a more exact shape. And then guess what I did next? Went back to doing the same thing I've been doing for however long, drawing a black line and blending it out. It's a very tedious and monotonous process, but if you want a nice blend that goes from dark to light, you gotta do it. The absolute hell that blending out black eyeshadow is finally over, and I'm just finishing off the cut crease by cleaning up the bottom edge one more time using the concealer trick. And then I'm just setting that with a neutral eyeshadow. Using a red liquid lipstick, I am creating a very large wing that just touches the end of the cut crease. And I'm only pulling in the red to the center of my eye. Now with a black eyeliner, I'm filling in the inner half of my eye. Now because I want this to be a black to red gradient, I am taking some eyeshadows to help blend them together. First I'm taking a dark red eyeshadow, which in the palette I got, it's called Beige, which I dig. And then I'm also just taking a black eyeshadow and blending that in to help make it more seamless. Moving on to Axel's weapon, which I believe you pronounce it as chakram. I'm using some white body paint and mapping out where I want everything to be. Since I'm going directly off of a photo reference, it's a lot easier to figure out what I'm doing if you just watch it rather than me trying to explain every single little step that I'm doing. Don't worry if your design isn't 100% perfect because 1, you can always refine it and clean it up later, and 2, it is so hard to paint things so small, especially when you're looking out the corner of your eye for so long, things start to get fuzzy and blurry and weird. So don't stress about that at all, as long as the general idea is there, you're good. Once the base is down, I'm going in with red and putting that all the places that are red on his chakrams. The red sort of looks like a shadow, so all the shadowy places, put it there. Then I realized that I was also missing one of the circles, so I created that with red and then went over the top of that with white. Taking some black body paint, I filled in the handle of the chakram, but I did it with very little water, so it created more of a dry brush worn look. Using a dark metallic silver paint, I painted in the left side of the spikes. Doing this will help give some more dimension to the look. Then using a light gray body paint, I'm filling in the rest of the areas that are still white. I'm also using this to help make the other side of the spike a little bit more diamond shaped. Again, don't worry if it's perfect, because if it's not, you can do what I'm doing and use a pointed Q-tip that is slightly damp to help sharpen up all those edges. Now I'm going back in with a black body paint and outlining the left side of each of the spikes. This is going to bring out a shadow and make it really pop. And then on the opposite side, I'm taking white body paint and doing the same exact thing. I am quickly doing one last cleanup with the damp Q-tip, and then that is it for Axel's weapon. Then I'm covering the entire lid in glitter primer, and then I'm packing on a really pretty silver glitter. Whenever you work with glitter around your eyes, always be super cautious with it and always make sure you're using cosmetic grade glitter. You definitely do not want craft glitter anywhere near your eyeballs. I quickly did some foundation and concealer before jumping back to the eyes, where I then filled in my waterline with black eyeliner and then smudged it under my lower lashes way further down than I normally would. Then I curled my lashes and added some mascara. This is the last time I'm doing this entire video. I promise I am darkening up the black of the cut crease just once more. And then Axel has these markings on his face. Maybe they're tattoos, I'm not quite sure, but I am painting those on with some purple body paint. And then I'm going over those with purple eyeshadow just to help make them the slightest bit more visible. Then with some contouring, I sharpened up my cheekbones and my nose because Axel is a man of many angles. He's very angular, so I wanted to try and sharpen up my face a bit. I also threw on some highlighter pretty much everywhere because I just like highlighter a lot. Then I took a blood red lipstick and put that on my lips, obviously. And then the very last thing I did was apply some lashes because I realized I forgot them. And that's it. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, feel free to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!